Good morning, y'all. Happy Thursday. I don't know about you guys, but I never get tired of hearing that little intro music. It's kind of catchy. I like that. Uh, still, you're looking at a non stimulated person right here. uh, but that's okay. I don't care. Um, Hope everybody's doing well this Thursday morning. It's a beautiful day here in the Atlanta metro area, as they like to call us. I don't really think of us as Atlanta metro, but they do. So, uh, all right, let's see who we got. Who we got watching today? Oh my gosh, I'm already behind. Let's see. Big Dave Clemens in the house. Morning, Dave. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday, everyone. Another bitter cold morning. 25, going to 41 here in alluring Brooklyn, Michigan. Okay. All righty then. And here he is over on the Facebook. There he is. LB Sharp's in the house. He says, morning, Big D. Uh, he says, morning, LB. There we go. That's how it works. That's what you call social media right there. Dwayne's here. Says, good morning to all. Thumbs up. -1 degree centigrade going to +6 centigrade or 44 degrees Fahrenheit in gorgeous Cornwall, Ontario. Alrighty. Happy 139th. Yeah, Jack, Dave, Jack, and Rocky and everyone. Yeah, Jack's right here, out of camera sight, but he's like right here, like he always is. Rocky, no doubt, is. Oh, man, I got a crick in my neck. I can't turn that way. Must have slept funny. He's probably on the sofa, no doubt, or the couch, or the Davenport, whichever you want to call it. Let's see here. Larry Galt's in the house. How you doing, Larry? He says, good morning from Austin, Texas. Good, good. Good to see you, Larry. Steven Toronto's here. Says, good morning, all. There's Janet Moore. Look her here over on Facebook. How you doing, Janet? Good to see you. So glad you're able to join us every day again now. Hope you're over that nasty bug you had. Paul Camp says, good morning. I'm not going to give the standard weather today because the thermometer is frozen. Well, that's good reason, I guess, Paul. I guess it's safe to say it's kind of cold where you're at. Anyhow, yeah, it was. I haven't been outside all the way yet. I've just opened the door to let the dogs out, and it's a little nippy. Then I checked my phone; it's like 39 here, so that's a little nippy. But it's all good. Could be worse. No snow, bright and sunny. And today it looks like the wind's calmed down. I was going to cut grass yesterday, right after the coffee sessions, and I walked out there. When did I walk out there? Oh, I walked out there to get the trash can because yesterday was trash day. And man, it was cold. And I thought, well, I'm not going to put a coat on to cut grass. I'll just wait until it warms up a little bit. And then I got busy yesterday afternoon. I had running machines and had stuff I had to keep an eye on. So I thought, the grass can go another day. So I may get out there and try to cut it today if it warms up a little bit. It's not looking terrible. It's just real green because we had all that rain the other day. Let's see. Wilson Rubottoms here says, good morning, everybody. Thumbs up. We do have a few thumbs up going over there. Thank you, Wilson. Earl Walker's here. Says, morning, everyone. 28 degrees, going to 40 in northern Ohio. A little snow on the ground. All righty. Gary Hammett, Wood Creations, is here. Good morning, Gary. How are you? Kevin Els, still keeping his streak alive, I think, all the way from South Africa. Good to see you, Kevin. Brian Mooney, 22 degrees, 4 inches of snow, still snowing. He's ready for spring. I would be too if it was doing all that mess here. Bill Hoffman's here this morning from Terre Haute. How you doing, Bill? Good to see you. Hitch Hamilton says, good morning. Now, see, here's the guy that really ticks you off. All these people talking about how cold it is. He gets on here and says, yeah, it's 81 degrees, chance for rain. How you doing? How you doing, Hitch? Good to see you, bud. Don from Victoria. How you doing, Don? He says, good morning, thumbs up. Darren Bird's in the house from Central Ontario, Canada. All righty. Dwayne is asking about Jim, and I don't have my phone with me. The latest I got yesterday, like I said, I usually get one in the afternoon around 3 or 4. I guess that's when she hears, and then she texts out to that group text. But the surgery, whatever, to scrape the lung or whatever, went well. So, he's probably going to be in the hospital maybe another day or two, and everything is looking pretty good. So, good news on there. Thank y'all for the prayers and stuff. I appreciate it, and I know he does too. Let's see here. George H. Rafa says, I was up to see the waning crescent moon. Did you take a picture, George? If you did, post it on Facebook or something where we can see it. Uh-oh, Hitch got stimulated. Woohoo. Yeah, I got an interesting little tidbit to share with y'all about the stimulation going on. I think it's funny, but that's because I got a weird sense of humor. So there's old Jim Senecola, 31 degrees and sunshine in Midland, Michigan. Sounds like a good shop day to me, Jim. Just saying. Here's David from Portal Woodworks. He says, howdy, y'all. How you doing, David? Mary Mallory from Danville, my old hometown. Good to see you on here, Mary. Bart Bixel. Good morning. Just brewed a fresh cup, and I'm about to spend quality time with my fellow sessioneers. Well, isn't that nice? I got me a hot cup right here. It's hot. It is really hot. All right, Mike Reynolds says, good morning, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. Thumbs up, he says. Larry says, Dave, you need me to send you my stimulant? I don't need it. No, I'm good, Larry. You can keep it. I don't know whether I'll get one or not. I don't really need it. I mean, I think it's I guess it's nice that they're trying to help folks stay afloat and stuff, but it makes me wonder sometimes about how they just automatically say, okay, we're just going to send this to everybody, help you out. Well, that's great, but a lot of people don't need it. A lot of people are getting by just fine. So, I don't know, whatever. Sourdough bread rising. Oh, yeah. I think I'm going to put me on some fresh bread in the thing this morning because I'm going to be out in the shop later. And it's always so nice to walk in that door and have that smell of bakery just hit you in the face. That's a good smell. I like that. Let's see. It says, got an alligator walking around the backyard this morning looking for a mate. I tell you, I know Florida has great weather and all that stuff. I just don't think I could handle living in a place where you never know when you might walk around the corner of your house and there's be an alligator standing there. Especially with me being having dogs and stuff. How do y'all do that? And then he said stuff about he can't take his trash out too early because the bears get it. And I'm like, bears? You know, you guys live in the wild blue yonder out there or something. I don't know. Let's see. Dan Russell's in the house. What's up, everyone? Good day to all. How you doing, Dan? Always good to see you on here, my friend. I'm so glad you're back on Facebook. Um, I missed trying to make fun of you when you wasn't around. I felt like I shouldn't do it. But now that you're back, fair game. Um, Mike Haichu's in the house. Um, good to see you, Mike. Should we expect a number 3? Because today's just the 16th of April, Mike. We got 13, 14, 15 more days. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see another one from that guy. And that last one was just hilarious. Steve Murish is in the house. Good morning, Steve. How you doing? Janet says, you and me both, Dave. Okay, I'm not sure what that is. That about Dan? I don't know. Hey, there's Barbara. Look at there. All the way from Milton, Florida. Working hard from work. Or from home, I mean. Good to see you, Barbara. Let's see who else we got. Michigan made the news yesterday, governor abusing power. Yeah, don't get me started with your governor. All I can say is I'm glad she's yours and not mine. There's Johnny from J Fabrications. He says, morning all. How you doing, Johnny? Put your hand palms down together behind your back and push down. That will stretch that crick out of your neck. Well, I'll try that in just a little bit. I'm afraid if I try it now and something pops, I get stuck, and then I won't be able to click the mouse. Let's see. Doug Sis says, morning, Dave. Online construction alive and well. That is awesome. So awesome. Hey, we got Mr. Bandsaw himself right here. Look here. Alex Snodgrass. Good morning, Alex. How are you, sir? Good to see you on the coffee sessions. Hope you got some hot coffee and a sharp bandsaw blade. Paul Stewart's in the house. Says, good morning, everybody. Thumbs up. Thank you, Paul. There's Dean. Says, morning, Dave. Morning, fellers. And gals. We got gals here, too. Clyde the Bonnie in the house. How you doing, Clyde? Man, it takes me forever to get caught up with these comments here. Let's see here. Ronald Cool's in the house. How you doing, Ronald? Gary says, no stimulation here. Yeah. We're getting a weather report from Milton, Florida. 58 brisk degrees in Milton, Florida. All right, that's probably warmer than it is here right now. Although the wind's not blowing, the sun's shining, so that'll warm it up a little bit. I kept my window closed in the shop, and then kept the door closed. The big garage door, kept it all closed just because it was a little nippy out there. Key Stanford, 27 and snowing in New Hampshire. Welcome to spring. There's Mark Graves. Good morning from Canada. All right, good to see you, Mark. There's old Ray Whitaker. A day off. Wait a minute, it's Thursday. What are you doing? Who's running Danville? Everything's going to fall apart if you're not there, Ray. Come on. Good to see you, bud. Mark said he had some snow on the ground this morning. Man, that's just crazy. Earl says, yes, and they sent out to deceased folks, and Dave can't get one. Hey, no doubt there's lots of checks. I got a story to tell you about those checks as soon as I can get caught up with these comments here. A big hullabaloo going on here in the Atlanta area that I think is a little funny, but like I said, that's just my warped sense of humor. George says, sorry, I thought about taking a picture, but I haven't. I have posted a good deal of those gorgeous moonshots. This was a great clear morning with stars shining and silvery reflections on the moon across the lake. All righty. I'm not sure what this says. Why are people on Social Security now on the list for STEM check? I am on Social Security, not costing more dollars now than 6 months ago. Makes me wonder. Good point. Good point. All right, let's see. We're just about caught up here. Dave, we have to keep a close eye on our fur baby because we have a mountain lion roaming the neighborhood. Oh my gosh. You guys live in some rough spots. Hitch and his alligators and you and your mountain lions. About the only thing I have to worry about around here, and I see one practically every year, at least one, and that's copperheads. Now, if a copperhead was to get a hold of Rocky and Jack, it probably wouldn't kill them, but it's rough. If they get bit on the nose, their whole head swells up huge and stuff like that. I haven't had that happen to me, but my sister had a little dog that got bit by one, and it's not fun. And of course, it's not fun for us either. It probably won't kill me either, but it'll make a rough 2 or 3 days. Probably have to go get. Every spring when they start coming out, they have stories of people getting bit by copperheads and reaching for a garden hose and stuff. So it's that's all I have to worry about. So any kind of snake I see, and I see all kinds, the black rat snakes, the king snakes, all that stuff, I leave them alone. I don't bother them. But a copperhead, it's got to go. It's got to go. Because I ain't got time to be sitting in some emergency room or something, getting something done. And poor Rocky, he sold. I don't know. It might do him in. I don't know whether he would make it or not. So I try to watch out for him. All right, let's see. I think we're about caught up. Dan says I can make fun of him all he wants. I know you can take it, and I damn sure know you can dish it out, buddy. I know that for sure. All right, let me tell you my little story here. I don't see. Here's a rattlesnake story. Last year on Easter, a rattlesnake was on the driveway. It was fat because it had eaten a bunny rabbit. Yeah. All righty. Hey, there's Dave Mack. How you doing, Dave Mack? Good to see you. Man, you're doing a great job up there on your new place. I say new. You've been there a while, I think, but I see the pictures you post, all that. That's a lot of work, man. You're doing a great job on that. Anyway, let me tell you all about what I saw on the news this morning. I'll try to say it without laughing, but I think it's kind of funny. And again, it's just my sense of humor, I guess. But there's all kinds of folks mad now because the Uncle Sam sent their stimulus. Now, these are the kind of people that can't wait. When they file their taxes or get their taxes filed, they can't wait. A week or two to get the refund. They got to go to one of them places where and Hitch, maybe you can chime in on this. Maybe you know what I'm talking about, but these kind of places that I think take advantage of you because they're like, well, you can get your refund right now, you know. Well, then what happens is so they pay them, they do their taxes and pay them. And then when the refund comes, it goes to those folks. Well, now, so there's all kinds of folks mad now because the government has sent their stimulus check to those to those places because that's the last routing number and stuff that was on the stuff. So I just think it's kind of funny. I'm like, yeah, if you did, if you can't wait 2 or 3 weeks to get your money, like everybody else, go to them kind of places. I don't know what you call. I'm gonna try to be nice today, not call me names, but they're right up there with the predatory lending stuff for me. But anyhow, so yeah, that's the big stink going around here. They had a big news story. All these people fussing. When are we gonna get our money? Mm-hmm. And you know it, the government, of course, I guess they didn't really screw it up. I don't know. That's what happens when you have all this automated stuff and you're trying to do it in a hurry. Mistakes are going to happen. But yeah. All right. Dave says it's actually a loan. Okay. I don't know how that works because I've never done it. But I just know that there's a whole bunch of folks in Atlanta mad because they've used those kind of places. And now they're getting the stimulus money. And then I don't know all the details, but I guess there's some kind of thing where they can't just turn around and give it back to the people or something. There's going to be a bunch of red tape, that you knew that was going to happen. So anyway, George Athropos says that stimulus check story Dave just told is considered a travesty. Okay. I don't know. I just know there's a lot of folks upset, and they was fussing at the news reporters trying to, when are we going to get our money? I don't know. That's kind of jacked up. But Steve Gronsky made it. Had to go to the UPS store first thing. Thumbs up, Dave. I haven't quit going to the UPS store. I've been probably, I don't know, half a dozen times since all this Corona stuff started happening. And each time I went, it got scarier and scarier. I mean, people, everybody in there wearing masks and tape on the floor and, back up, stand 6 feet away and all this kind of stuff. And, and then I go in there and I got to push the buttons on the thing for my debit card. And I always ask them, I say, hey, when was the last time you cleaned this? So I don't know. I just figured for at least the time being until, because, like I said, we're kind of late peaking down here in Georgia. So I think and I've already done it. I've just done it online and just schedule a pickup and have them come get it off my porch. I figured that would be a little safer for this whole guy. So Steve says he was the only person in the store. Says, is Georgia ready to open back up? I don't think so. Our governor originally, I think he originally had everything, the shelter in place type stuff through April 13th. And then he's backed it up or pushed it back until April 30th. So, and I keep seeing stuff saying that, a lot of these other big cities, they're saying they've already peaked and they're starting to level off and slide back down the other side of the hill. But here they said we haven't peaked yet. So just trying to do my part. I figure I'll try to stay at home completely and avoid as many folks as I can. And when I said it on the porch the other day, and the UPS guy comes, he just, he said, "Hey, how you doing?" He hollered at me. I was in the shop there, and I just happened to have the door open that day because it was a nice day out. And yeah, but he didn't come anywhere close to me. Doug says, wife is stressed at the bank. Her worst nightmare was giving money to folks wearing masks. Yeah. Yeah, that's got to be. Now, I don't know, Doug, my bank down here and probably all the banks, but my bank for sure, you can't go in the bank anymore. They only do in the drive up window thing. Of course, I guess you're still passing money back and forth or stuff, but oh my gosh, no major events until 2021. That can't happen. We got an Indy 500 to run. We can't do that. All closed but the drive. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's still, yeah, you're still having to do things. I had to go the other day. I went I don't know, 2 or 3 days ago. Had to go get my emissions test. I don't know if y'all have to get those or not. That's just a tax thing basically that we have to do. Another way to get money out of it. But so I went, and I hadn't been to that place because I don't go anywhere. I don't put many miles, but I always have my emission test done at the place where I get my oil changes. So I go over there, and of course these guys. I mean, and they're, how those uh, oil change places are. They've got garage doors, and they're all open, and it's basically like being outside almost. And they all had on the mask and everything. The guy comes over. I said, "Yes, I just need to get a emissions test." He's like, "All right." And and I get out. I figure, these people all seem uncomfortable because the guy didn't want to say much. And I'm like, all right, well, let me just get out and I'll go stand back here. That way he won't feel uncomfortable reaching in there and plugging in the thing to the car and all that. Um, but yeah, I had to get that done. But it's just weird when you go in. And of course, when I paid for it, used my debit card. And of course, he's touching my debit card and handing it back to me. And I'm like, I don't know about all this. But there's just some things you can't do online. You can do a lot of them, but there's just some things you can't. You got to go places and get things done. So every time I go somewhere and come back home, and then a few days go by and I'm still feeling good, I'm like, well, I dodged another bullet. But George says, I read a story this morning that suggests that this virus will return annually. Oh my gosh, we will be dealing with it for a long time. Yeah, yeah. I just don't understand why it takes so long to develop a vaccine. You know, I don't, I don't, I don't understand why it takes so long. But Dave says that's why you have to wear gloves, disposable gloves. Yeah, well, I don't. I don't have a mask. I don't have gloves. Flint Bone says, I gave myself a haircut yesterday. Well, the internet rule, pictures or it didn't happen. I made it, says Ryan Ballard. Yeah, my timer just went off, so we're getting ready to sign off here. Man, we got a whole bunch of folks over here today. Look at that. Says we got 45 folks. Let's see. 29 on the tubes, and that looks about right. And 16 on Facebook. Yeah, it's so nice to have a captive audience that can't go anywhere. Anyway, yeah, speaking of haircuts, man, this old guy's getting a little shaggy. And I was going to warn y'all, I may try to give myself a haircut this weekend. So Monday morning, if you see me wearing a hat, just shut up. Don't say nothing. Uh, I don't want to hear it. All right. Well, I guess we're going to get out of here. Everybody have an awesome Thursday. Try to be safe. And hopefully we will see y'all here tomorrow morning. Bring your hot coffee and be here at 9 o'clock. Don't be late. We'll see y'all.